Hello, hello, hello. Today we will be talking about the realities of racism. This is Kicking It with V. I almost forgot what I was saying. Kicking It with V talk show. Excuse me, I forgot that quick. The lady that's coming up with me just asked if I was live. I'm trying to text her back now. And if anyone wants to come up on here, you are more than welcome. The link is dropped in the chat already. So, yeah, hello to you all. And I want to welcome you in and just say thank you for coming to kick it with me. And let's talk about it. Let's get into it and see what is possible for us to do. You know, what's possible. All righty. So we're getting into it now. Well, I'm waiting on her. I guess because we're gonna do our part, which is our poems. We have poems, and we will talk on it. And so I have been to a protest. I did get to go to a protest. I went right after work one day to a protest that was peaceful. However, one of the ones that my daughters went to was not peaceful. The police came out and tear gassed them. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate for that to happen. No, I'm still waiting on her. Let me see if she got the link. Well, she came. Let me see. So I'm waiting on her. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. So I'm waiting on her to come in. And hey, how you doing? I'm waiting on the lady to come in. Um, yeah, I'm waiting on the lady to come in. I, I'm not sure if she I know she just texted me and said if I was live. So maybe she'll be here. But if not, well, she'll be here. But she might have a few other things she getting together. So yeah, what I'm that's what I'm talking about. And I want to that's what I forgot to do. So we are going to talk about what's going on in the world right now. So as far as um, our people being killed, murdered, all those things, and just the outrage that came after the death, murder of George Floyd is what we're talking about, and we're doing this in honor of Nina Simone and her song Mississippi Goddamn. If you go and take a listen to that song Mississippi Goddamn, it says it all. And to be here, still be here at this time, 2020, when that song was written over 3 decades ago. Okay, that's how long it's been since that song was written, and it's still going on. Things like this are still happening, and to even have a president to get the military on people, protesters. What is that saying? Really, what message did that send to anyone? What was the message? I don't understand. That I don't understand and I don't get. But yes, I do. Yes, I do. I live right here in the red state. Well, it is a red state. We don't even have to put it in quotes. It's a red state, and the reality of racism is so real. You know, when the protests and everything started happening, and I was really disgusted about quite a few things. And one night my son was upset, so he came and he was like, I guess one of the people he go to, well, one of the girls he go to school with, he don't know her personally, but she had posted in Snapchat some very, very ugly stuff about us as people. Um, and they called us, in her thing, she called us some niggers. That it is what it is. That's what we were called. And we were apes in her post, which was, hey, Coco, tell them how you doing. Hey, African New TV, thank you for coming. So, it was just like, these are the people my children went to school with, and my son is still going to school with while they were in school. And I was just, was taken aback, because when I went to school, I went to school with people that look like me, all people that look like me, because I grew up in DC, right? And so when I was growing up, that was considered Chocolate City back then, but oh my goodness, that has changed too. A lot has changed there. I went home and I got lost. I got lost trying to go home, but that's not what we hear about. We are here about what's going on and how are we feeling? How are we feeling about it? If anybody wants to, come up, and say something, the link is in the chat. I already dropped the link, but I can drop it again if anyone wants to come up. Hey, okay, I see you, cuties. She's here. I'm gonna drop the link again for you. I think that's right. Okay, there you are. Hey, Derek.
Oh, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Shout out and respect due to Miss V Scott. How is you, girl?
I'm doing great. How about you? I'm so happy you came up.
Yes, ma'am. Bless your heart. Yeah, we outside over here. I'm here doing what I do Sunday afternoon and everything. But I saw that you was on live, so I said let me come here and give you my support. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just been working. Well, back working a little bit more now. Since ever since this pandemic, some of us were working, not working, and all this kind of stuff. But so I have
Yes, ma'am.
5 days now. Thank God for that.
Well, yeah, it's unfortunate, we're having people that let the economists and media tell it. This is on par with Great Depression with regards to people being out of work and things like that. And the more I look into it, I'm coming with the conclusion that the powers that be want to wreck the economy and put people out of work. You're hearing so many people actually happy to get $1,000 from the government. That's called universal basic income. If you remember, Andrew Wang, he was a presidential candidate, and he said that if he was elected, he would give everybody over the age of 18 $1,000 a month. Well, here we are now. Something to think
Right?
about. I know for myself, I'm a man. I don't want to be given anything. I want to go and earn mine. If I got to go to the white man to earn my money, let me earn my money, but don't give me nothing because then I'm gonna be on the hook for what you got goings on. If you giving me some, I know you ain't gonna give me no free money. So people ought to be very careful and being so happy that they get the stimulus because they gonna get hurt on the back end.
Those are my thoughts too, because I'd rather go and work, because $1,000 is not going to pay my bills a month, and I like to eat. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
I need to eat, I need to pay bills, and that's just not enough for bills plus food. And then I like to do other stuff. So how are you going to do everything that you want to do with only $1,000 a month? So no, because people gonna still come out here and act the fool, and might try to still break in your home. You have to worry about all kind of things when stuff like this is going on. What I thought about was that movie. Like, you know what movie I'm talking about? Where it said one day a week where they can kill
Oh, the
everybody.
purge.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm sure not looking forward to no purge experience, but it's kind of feeling like it might can start being one if you understand what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Well, it's kind of funny because you're hearing so many black people. I'm not gonna speak to the white man. Because they ought to, in my opinion, they
Mhm.
run it anyway. I'm talking. We black, so I'm going to speak to black people. Be very careful in saying you want to defund the police, because as it stands, if you take the police off the street, you asking for people that look like you and I, that don't care about social justice, that don't care about community building, to come and perhaps hurt me or my daughter or you. Not
Yeah.
good. So you got to be very wise in talking about defunding the police, because that's the only thing. That's just the mere presence of police is the only thing that's stopping good people and buffering us from bad people, because we have to face the fact we have bad elements in the black community. And
Yeah.
so while we have been told to buy back our guns and you get a can of soup, the white man teaches his children how to shoot guns.
Yeah.
And it's well known that black people are concentrated in the South and in major cities. And if this thing go to hell in a handbasket, the major cities is the last place you want to be. I'm in Philadelphia, but looking in hindsight, I wish I had done like my brother and moved to Texas. That's really one of my only regrets. A real quick thing I'm gonna let off. Living Out Loud with Mona Cole had asked me and Miss Yolanda, what would we do different if we could go back and tell our younger self something? That's one of the regrets that I should. If I was able to go back in time, I would go back and tell my younger self, Derek, take your ass to the South, because that's where it's at. Because we here in these major cities, and it's not good. It's just a bad thing. So I would say black people be very wise in talking about taking the police off the street.
Mhm. Well, I'm in the South. I'm in the South, and because I grew up north, I grew up in D.C., but I'm in the South, and it's different. You know what I mean? It's
Yes,
different,
ma'am. Yes,
and
ma'am.
it's a friendlier aspect here from our community, but it's also racism here in North Carolina that is not in your face, but it's in your face, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah,
you just have to take the good with the bad sometimes, because I decided to move here for my own personal reasons, and
understood.
I think I made a pretty good choice in moving here,
Yeah,
but I would have probably um, been more aware, more
yeah.
conscious of things, because I just thought everybody was nice and good here, but that's not the truth. That's
well, I
just
well I learned that in the reverse coming to Philadelphia.
yeah.
I used to think that too, coming from Mississippi and moving to a big city. No, no, every
Oh,
man for themselves.
oh
But
no,
at the
no,
same time,
we're not nice,
at
but
the same, yeah, it builds self reliance, because you know that ain't nobody in your corner when you get up north, and that's not to knock the north all the way around, but it's more hustle bustle, that type
yeah,
thing.
it is, and I appreciate you coming up and saying something, Dirk. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You take care of yourself here.
You too.
All right, bye bye.
Bye bye. So I think I pressed this. Oh Lord. Okay, Demetria. Hey, Demetria. Hi.
Hey
Oh,
V,
don't you look
can you hear
pretty?
me?
How are you? Yes, I can hear
I'm
you.
fine. Can you hear me? Awesome.
Oh
I be
yeah, we,
having speaker
we
problems.
can hear you.
Awesome. How's
So
everyone doing?
um,
I just
they
tuned
doing
in
all
a little
right. Well, I'm
late.
talking about they doing all right.
I know you guys are talking about the current topics, about everything that's going on in our society and our world and our culture. Um, it's very emotional for me. I've actually found myself having to fall back a lot and kind of just find that space, that quiet time, that me time, because it's been a bit overwhelming. You know, the emotions and the feelings and things, and sometimes I have to just, find that center space so I don't
Thank you, African New
get
TV.
caught up. Hmm.
I was somebody told me they shared me out. I was catching up on the comments.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right. So you
I
ready
guess
to
I need
share
to
your
pull up the
piece?
comments.
Okay. Go
Oh
ahead.
yes. Oh yes. I got a new piece, y'all. I just wrote it. And it came from all these emotions and all these feelings I've been feeling and everything that's going on. The name of the poem is called Liberty. So, well, here it goes. If only you know how deep this thing flows. Many cases, fights without a bow, screams from the mountaintops to encompass our flow of growth. How many times must I flex pain and misery? The stench, it grows. The flowers are regenerated from the soil of social fertilization. Mm. I'm talking about the nutrition of a life that is only fulfilled by recognition. Mm.
We can't hear you, Demetria. Can't hear you. I'm not sure what's going on, but with this, so Demetria has disappeared.
What
Are you back,
the?
Demetria? Demetria,
Can you
what's
hear me?
going
I'm trying to
on?
come back.
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Let me see. I'm gonna take you down and bring you back up. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Hold on. That didn't work either. uh,
Oh my goodness.
Demetria,
I'm gonna leave.
but we
I'm
can
leaving.
hear you. We can't. We just can't see you, but we could hear you. Let me try again. I'm gonna try it again. Okay. All right. So the link back in the chat, Demetria, if you want to come back up, it's back in the chat. So I really truly appreciate all you coming. I appreciate you coming up, and Derek C. Williams, I appreciate you coming up. If anyone else want to come up, they're more than welcome to come up. And I think Demetria is going to come back up. I'm not sure what happened over there with Demetria. So I'm not sure. Hey Donnell, how you doing? This appears to be buffering for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if I need to restart or not. Said device, Demetria device not connected. Okay. Oh, you back? Okay. Let me bring you back up.
I'm back.
You back?
Yes. I'm sorry, y'all. My daughter started calling me. She does that every time I'm doing something important. She don't call me no other time. Let me be doing something important. She started blowing my phone up. I'm like, would you stop calling? I'm sending her the voicemail. She's steady calling. I'm like, stop calling me. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna start this poem over, all right? I mean,
Okay.
may, maybe it just wasn't the right feel. Maybe I had to, come with a different feeling for y'all. We had to cut that one off and start over. Sometimes you got to redo things. All right, I'm gonna start completely over. This poem is called Liberty. You want to hear it? Here it goes. If only you know how deep this thing flows. Many faces, many cases, fights without a bow, screams from the mountaintop to encompass our flow of growth. How many times must I flee this pain and misery? The stench, it grows. The flowers are regenerated from the soil of social fertilization. The nutrition of a life that is only fulfilled by recognition. The depths of love that has yet to be discovered. Oh, I envy the powers that encompass our ancestors. The flowing of information and wisdom from generation and ages. Shabbat, when my tongue speaks, authority is me, because the powers within me will only be great if you allow me to be free. That's that peace, y'all.
Oh, I like it. That was
Thank
nice.
you, thank you, thank you. That's all them feelings I've been feeling, y'all. Wrapped up in one little poem.
Ain't nothing
It's
wrong
been
with
a
one.
it's been tough. It's been tough on all of us, on the whole world, on the whole atmosphere. I think the elements are feeling our pain right about now. I ain't lying. If you look at
Mm-hmm.
how weather and stuff is changing and shifting, and it's just like nothing is the way it's supposed to be anymore. Everything's out of alignment. But maybe that's what the only thing we needed to cause a real change and a real transformation in this
Mm-hmm.
world. We needed something different. We needed a shift. And
Yeah.
even though it's uncomfortable and it's hard for us to bear with, you know, anything that's worth anything, you gotta fight for it. It didn't come easy. When somebody gives something to you, it doesn't have as much value as it does when you worked hard for it.
No, it does not.
So I just truly believe that even though this is a very trying time, it's very uncomfortable. A lot of people from different races are feeling, and I feel this too, not just for Black people, because I deal with a lot of different races, so I can feel it coming from other races, like the discomfort. They're uncomfortable because they don't know how to feel because they're not Black. And I'm talking about the people who are not racist and actually do love Black people. They don't really know what to do right now. They're lost. They're stuck in the middle. So it can be very difficult when you're going through a shift or a change in life. But anything worth having is worth working hard for.
Yeah, because if you don't work hard for it, then you will never get it. You won't get there. You have to go through it to actually get to where you're trying to go. So if you don't go through what you need to go through, how are you going to get to where you're trying to go? You're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay stagnant if you don't actually go through it. And yes, like you said, you have
Hmm.
to fight. You have to fight for what you want. You know what I mean? You have to fight to get there. And sometimes you have to fight tooth and nail, and it's hard. You know what I mean? It's real hard sometimes fighting.
I'm talking about blood, sweat, and tears. because I
Oh my
mean, I'm
goodness.
just coming from a mother, me being a mother, the things that we experience as women raising a child, the fears, the worries, all the things that are attached to that. That's for any mother. And then when you attach this racism and all this other stuff on top of it, what we already are handling as a mother, it can become unbearable.
Exactly, exactly. Because you already know the that poem that I wrote, and because it was about being afraid for my black son, for my black sons to even just go and drive, for real. Just the whole thing is crazy. I
It
worry
is.
about them every time they go out the door. Every time they go out the
Hmm.
door, like I'm worried. I'm like, okay, is
And
my
it's
child
not just
gonna
black
make it home?
boys, because I got
You know,
all girls. I worry about my girls.
yeah, them
Because
too,
I've
especially.
seen where officers pull little girls over and
Yeah,
they molest them
yeah,
at gunpoint.
my daughters too, because my middle daughter, when I tell you she's a rebel, she's a rebel, and when she
Mhm.
out there
It's
been out there,
always that middle child.
yeah, out there,
Always the middle one.
yeah, protesting. I'm like, oh
Mine's
my
too.
God, and I'm like, oh Lord, please let her make it back. But she is, she out there. That's her. I won't stop her from being her, but I have to constantly be praying for all of them. I have five,
Mhm.
I have five of them that I'm constantly praying for, and it's my middle daughter and my
Yeah, me
oldest
too. I
son.
have three girls and I have two adopted girls. So I got five girls too. So it's like
Yeah.
I understand. It's
Hmm.
hard. It's hard. And my oldest is driving now, and I'm constantly on her back about be careful, be careful. You can't drive just for you. You gotta drive for everybody. I'm like
Yeah,
super paranoid now that she's driving. I'm like my the intensity, the anxiety's done kicked up a couple notches ever since
yeah,
this girl got a license.
right. Hey, Clark,
Oh
Kent
my
Danner.
gosh.
Yes, I seen my sister since she been down here. I haven't seen her today. I seen her. I think the first day. I'm talking to my sister boyfriend here. I seen
Oh,
her
go
the
ahead.
first day she came down, and I seen her another day. I haven't seen her since though, but I've talked to her. So I'm glad you decided to drop in though and just check it out. We just talking about the realities of racism, Clark, and we both doing a piece on a piece. We both wrote a piece. Demetria shared her lovely piece. I haven't shared mine yet. We just having a conversation. And also, if anyone else wants to come up and join us, you can just knock
More
on
than
the
welcome.
door. Come on up. Everyone's welcome to come up here and voice their how they feel. Everyone feels how they feel. Just let us know, how you doing, what you feeling in these times, and everything. Because
Okay. I'll
even,
actually
huh?
I'll come off so someone come on.
Okay,
Someone else wants to come. All right. Thank you guys. It was nice seeing everybody. Everybody enjoy your Sunday.
you gone? You leaving? Oh, you didn't have to go. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to read my piece if I remember where I put it. Here it is. Okay, one of them. Oh, I have it right here. It's called. Oh, something came up on my Facebook. Okay, I'm not really sure what that's about. I usually turn this off. It says my blackness is not a weapon. So why have you made it a mission to weaponize it? Stop weaponizing it to fit your agenda, murder. And that's just about where I got with it. I mean, I have more, but that's just where I was. That's just how I felt. Yes. Oh, and this is the Cuties Company. She has a face. She has a Facebook. She also has a YouTube channel, and she has a podcast. If you want to go and check her out, she is an awesome poet. Um, just go check her out. She has some great work. She really does. And she's also a makeup artist. She's a makeup artist if you want to go and check her out. She does some amazing makeup. So that's where I was with that. I have some more on it, and but I kind of renamed it. Um, was to Our Blackness is Not a Weapon, and it's in one of my other videos. So if you want to hear that, you have to go there and watch it. And I can't even remember which one is like a few days back if you want to hear it, but it's at the end of the video. So if you want to watch it, it's there at the end of the video. Thank you, Donnell. I appreciate that. And so also what I was going to tell you all is what was it that I heard that the GoFundMe that they had for George Floyd has raised the most money ever, and even from different countries. I think 125 different countries has donated. If I'm if I'm remembering correctly, has donated to the GoFundMe, and it has raised, I believe, 14 million. If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken. You might have to go look into that yourself, but that's what I believe was said. And because it's not just Americans now that's fighting for justice. It's all over the world that this has become a movement, like a real movement for the entire world. And it's not just us fighting out there, it's us with other races that's fighting as well. Because when I went to the protest, it was some Asian ladies out there, with some white ladies out there, it was some Latino ladies out there, you know. And I'm noticing it's us women. It's more women, but it's always more women most of the time. But I can appreciate I can appreciate the coming together to fight for justice for us, and I really can, because not everyone, and it was Caucasian people out there as well. If I didn't say that, um, so not everyone in another race is against us. So we can't think that until they show us that. But sometimes we be on defense because we don't know. We don't know. So we already on defense because we're not sure where this person is coming from, where they're coming from, and we don't want to end up in a bad situation. Because I was stopped by the police a few months back. I needed to get my sticker right. I forgot to get the sticker right. And I was so terrified when the police stopped me. My husband was with me. And I was so terrified. And when we stopped, we both had our hands on the dashboard like that, baby. Okay, we had our hands up. When he came, rolled that window down, had my hands up on the dashboard. And so he was like, "You can take your hands down." I was like, "I'm not gonna remove my hands until I know." Like, and he was like, he needed to get the tag stuff, and so he was like, your sticker is dead, and he was gonna have to give me a ticket, but if I got it done within 10 days, everything would be good. Because like the insurance is paid. What is he stopping me for? And so we had to, you have to get your license and registration out. And so I was letting him know, because the registration stuff is in the little compartment. And so my husband took his hands down. He said, "I'm going in here to get this and everything." But it's just a shame that you have to be so afraid when you are stopped by the police. But we didn't have a bad experience at all, and I think he understood where we were coming from. So our experience was not bad. He didn't harass us in any form, but we were just being cautious. You know, that was it for us. Yep. Hmm. So that's what was going on with us. And I guess I have another one. I have another one that I have written, and I'm going to share that one. I had shared it on Instagram, but I'll share it here. I'll read it here as soon as I can get it out, and because I always go back in here and look for the stuff. So this is what I have. It's it's called "When Will There Be Justice for Us as Black People?" It seems that if you are a black person, you are cursed solely because the color of your skin, but it's not a curse. I can see an I see an unthreatening person when I see me, but not everyone does. Walking around and living black can get you killed for the sole reason by itself. The very people that took an oath to protect and serve you, to protect and serve, will kill you because of being a black man or a black woman. Hands up don't work. They will still shoot you and you are unarmed. The only thing you are armed with is your blackness. There is a modern day lynching going on against black people. Stop pretending like it's not happening because it is. Our black men and women are not only being killed by the police, but also everyday citizens outside our race. And to add insult to injury, there's no one truly being held accountable for the deaths, murders of our black men and women. There has been mass murders committed against black people hundreds of years ago, and it's still going on. When will there be justice for us as black people? We have to worry about the police suffocating us now too in the streets. We aren't safe out here as black people at all. My question is, when will there be justice for us as black people? So that was I wrote that after after everything happened, and I was just feeling a certain kind of way. I was feeling anger, sadness, frustration. Just we we are all people. Is the way I see it. We are all people, and God all made all of us. You know, he made all of us. He created all of us in His image. That's what it says in the Bible. He created all of us, and so why hate someone else because of the color of their skin? I forgot I had that playing. I hope y'all can't hear that. I'm playing somebody playlist and it's I can hear it. I hope that y'all can't hear it though. Um, but yeah, just why can't we treat each other a whole lot better than what we have been doing? And you know what I say? It begins at home. All this hate begins at home. This is the things that children are being taught at home, and then it trickles over into their adulthood, and then they become hate, 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 hate people, hate, just hate, filled up with hate from the inside all the way out for no reason other than they hate people because of their nationality, their race, and it makes no sense to hate anyone when they haven't did anything to you. And so I say continue fighting because we have to. In order to get better, we're gonna have to continue to fight. You know, and know why you're fighting. You're fighting because you don't want this to keep happening. You don't want this to keep happening, and you don't want this to happen You just don't. You don't want it to keep on happening. And then, because soon enough, some of you already have children. I have children, I have grandchildren, and I want it to be a better place for my grandchildren than when they have children. I want it to be somewhere better where they can feel safe enough that they can walk down the street, where they can get in their car and don't feel like they have to throw their hands on the dashboard and stuff because they don't want the police to shoot them. Those just not the experiences that I want my grandchildren or children to have. I'm not sure if y'all can hear uh, this what I'm running. I'm gonna walk away real quick, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn this down some because if I can hear it, I'm thinking that you all can hear it. So give me a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, that's my little pillow. Okay, so I'm walking on back. So if you could hear that, if y'all can hear it, I'm sorry about that. But I'm back. But those are my thoughts. That's how I feel about it. And see, that's good, Donnell, that your mom didn't raise you to be that way. Not all not like I said, every every person is not bad, you know, of Caucasian. Everyone not bad because I work in the field with special needs um adolescents, children and adults. And most of my clients are white. I have I've never really had a problem out of any of them. I had a problem out of one that tried to show me. He tried to show me, but I don't even think that that's what it was about with him. It wasn't about Miss Verda was white and he was against Miss Verda because she was white. He he wanted to do what he wanted to do because he felt like he could just act up because those were the things that his parents let him do at home, and that he thought he could talk to me any kind of way. And I had to let him know, no, you will not speak to Miss Verda that way. You're going to respect Miss Verda. You're going to respect me. So I had to let him know that, and it didn't have anything to do with he was he was white. He was like he almost 30 now, but special needs. And um and but I seen the way that he spoke with his mom and things like that. So it didn't have anything to do with, oh, I'm going to disrespect Miss Verda because she's a black lady. It was because he was disrespectful at home. So he felt like he could come out of home and be disrespectful to me. And no, like I told him, I have children your age. You will not disrespect me. And I wouldn't take it. Mm-mm. So no, I don't think that everyone white is bad. I don't think everyone black is good. You know what I mean? Because I have to, I have had to get on a few people about some of the things that they say around here because I went to a multicultural high school. So I went to a multicultural high school in DC, and that was the best experience for me. It shaped me and it molded me to be who I am today. And what would happen when I was living down here, and they would see Latino or Latina women, men, Latino, and I'm definitely trying to make sure that I'm saying everything correct, where I'm not disrespecting anybody's culture or race. So they would love to call people that spoke Spanish, Latino person, a Mexican, and I'm like, everyone that that's Latino descent is not a Mexican. You're being rude. So I didn't like that. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. I found that very disrespectful. And finally, a few around here get it. Some still don't. They still just being disrespectful and saying that I find that in poor taste. I really do. I find that in poor taste to even think that way. You know, I still have one of my good friends from high school. She is Dominican. She is a Dominican lady, and you know, she she is my one of my oldest friends and one of my dearest friends. And so I just find that in poor taste to just try to put people in that fig. Just don't do it. I just found it disgusting and I didn't like it. So I would call them on it and someone would laugh at me, but I did because that's how I felt, and I didn't want my children out here being disrespectful. You know, being disrespectful. I'm like, how would you feel if be like, oh, you know, I I thought you was him because all y'all black or something like that. You wouldn't like that, right? So have some respect for other people too. You know, you have to also give respect to get it. And sometimes you just gonna be disrespected either way. So we have to figure out a balance. And we have to figure out a balance on how we're going to go forward, how we're going to do things, and how we're going to make it right so it will stay right because there's still things to this day that's hurting our people, you know, that we need to work on, is what I'm saying. And I'm so happy that we have decided to fight, all of us that's fighting, because justice is what we need. And we're getting it. We're getting it. And I think that a change is going to come. A real change is about to come about. More changes are about to come. And we want them to be for better, to be better, not worse, you know, because there's been some new bills that's been passed that's been for the worse, not to help others, not in my eyes. So that's why we have to keep fighting and keep fighting and keep fighting. And how do we fight? How do we fight? We get out there and we vote, not just when it's time to go and vote for the president, but also when we are electing our local officials. You have to get out there and vote. Your vote counts, no matter who telling you it don't. It does. So if you want to change, and you truly want to change, you want to be heard, you can be heard out there in them polls when you go and vote. Go out there and vote. If you have turned 18, please get out there and vote. Your vote counts, your vote matters. Okay? And don't just vote when it's time for the presidency because these other people, your local people that's making these laws for you in your state and stuff like that, you want to make sure that you vote and then too, so you can get the person or people and that you want in there to represent you. You don't just want anybody representing you that's not going to look out for you. You find out about who's running, see, get the information on them, and then make an informed decision on who's best to represent you. That's what I'm telling you. Oh, so that's what I'm telling you all right there. And I really appreciate you all coming out here and just listening to us and coming to the talk show. I am I'm happy that you all came. I really am. And so we're gonna go. So we've done this part. this part is done, and I think we spoke on it enough, so we have the idea of what it is. So I will read um, a different poem to kind of maybe close us out, something a little bit happier, maybe. It just depends on what I stop on. And it's not happier. Hey, Coco, tell them. I think I spoke to you already, but hello. I'm about ready to probably be wrapping this up in a few minutes. So since I'm wrapping it up, we've talked, on the issues, and I spoke, spoke my piece and everything. And I just want to say thank you for coming. And I'm about to read maybe two of my own poems. I already read one. I'm not going to read any more on what has been going on. So I'll probably do some more poems on it. But this one is one of my personal pieces that I'm gonna go ahead and read, and it's called "At War for Love." I'm just numb right now and could care less about anything you have to say. Your lies and your deceit is still here, but the fool is me, not you. You continue to think I am blind, but I can see right through your lying eyes. I can see through the soul of your eyes. Every time you lie, the dimness of your eyes is almost blackened. It's almost blacked out now because of all of the lies. I ain't perfect and never will be. I think it's time to reevaluate and reconstruct back towards happy, and happy for me is without you. Love ain't got shit to do with this. Loving you has been a battle, and I'm tired of being at war for love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just going through some stuff. Just going through some stuff. Hmm, yeah. So get me angry, and it'll come out angry. And I think I have. What do I have? So I have a few other things here. Oh my goodness, this is just. I don't know if if you all will be able to see this, but it's just making me smile. I'm gonna try to show you all this. It's not a poem. It's not a poem. It's a picture of my grandma, and she's holding my granddaughter, but my grandma has passed on. I just, oh my goodness, can I see it? It's too close. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can see it. So that's my grandma, and that's my granddaughter. My granddaughter was, I don't think she had turned one yet on that picture. And yeah. And so, like I was saying, go back to that voting thing. My grandma, even at 87, I have a picture of her going when I took her to vote and stuff, and I have a picture of her, and she got out there at her age and was voting. So, you younger people have no excuse not to go out and vote at all. And then you talk about things aren't changing, things are staying the same because you aren't going out there and having your voice be heard. If you want to change, then have your voice heard. And how do we have our voice heard? Vote, 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 vote. Oh, thank you, Donnell. I appreciate it. Yeah, I miss my granny. I miss my grandma, but it's her time. It's her time. She was a lovely lady, you know. And so I have this one, I guess one more I'll share. One more. It might be more than one more, I don't know. It's called, it's short, and it's short. It's called Thick, Beautiful. black curvy woman. And I, so I wrote this a while back. I'm gonna show you the picture I put with it. You know, it's me. So it says, because I have another one that almost sounds the same, but I'm gonna go with it. Say, thick, beautiful, black curvy woman. I am thick and a beautiful monk with chocolate brown complexion of me, coffee, with a hint of cream. I have womanly curves that cause men to stop and, yes, take another look in admiration of a confident, thick beauty like me. My curves even have some women taking a look. This beautiful black curvy woman knows she's a real beauty. I actually embrace being a thick, beautiful, black curvy woman. I'm just fine not being a size 2 or 3. I love this beautiful black curvy woman, Verda. That's me. So yeah. So I wrote that a few years back. Yeah, yeah. And some of the stuff, some of it I just can't share. I mean, I could share it. I'm going to share it after a while. I'm going to share it. I'm just trying to get a balance on where I want to share some of these poems, because some of my poems when I was going through things, or some of them might be a little more sensual, and it just depends on how I'm feeling and what I write. And what I write, that's with anyone that writes or have a craft. And because I said I think I'll be sharing when I start, like when I'm doing some of my drawings and stuff. So I'm gonna start doing some of that as well. Just kind of sharing some more of me here live, and a little more up close and personal is what I say. And I truly appreciate all of you coming out and just kind of rocking with me on the on this talk show, because it will be every Sunday, and hopefully it'll stay at 4:30. I'm not sure if it'll get to stay at 4:30. I had to get my son into work early today for it to stay at 4:30, but I have figured out a schedule for myself as far as going live. So because I'm going to be working now, where thank God, I'm not working overnight. Thank you. I'm not working overnight at a client's house anymore, just to be able to make ends meet to pay bills. Won't he do it? You know what I mean? He answered those prayers, and it might not always be when you want, but he's always on time. My grandma used to tell me that all the time. He's an on time God. He may not come when you want him, but he is always right on time. Okay? So, like, I think I already told you I met my new clients because I'm no longer working with the client out of town. And I was so happy, not to have to work out of town anymore. Hey T, how you doing? I'm so glad you made it. So I don't have to work out of town anymore. And thank you. And I went and I met a new client Thursday. I start with him Monday, and it'll be Monday through Friday. Even though it's 3 to 8, it's more money, and it is an hour away, just like the other client. But I said I'm get to come home every day. I don't care, and I said I just thank God that that door opened up for me to go ahead and get to work with this client from 3 to 8 p.m. And it's Monday through Friday. So I said I have to kind of work like these lives around my 3 to 8 p.m. schedule. So that's why I said I'll be going live Saturday and Sunday. And I think I'll probably do like a Wednesday live, depending on how I feel. So I have to see like how everything go this Monday and Tuesday with my new client. And it seemed pretty chill. But you never know until you know. And so if he is, if it works out the way it does, then I believe I'll be going live for sure, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday for sure. But if it doesn't work out for sure, I'll be going live on Saturday and Sunday. I just have to make sure I have my times together. That's it. So that's what I'm working on. And so on the Wednesday live, it will be hopefully that the scandal game. I'm still trying to see if I want to play that. I just want to do different games. So I really like that scandal game. I had a good time with that. And what else? There's something else I forgot I wanted to tell you all about. Um, when I get off here, I'll remember. Hey, thank you, T, thank you. I'm happy about it. I really am. You know, I was getting so frustrated at not being able to be at my own house and sleep in my own bed for nights. And then, and when you working a 24-hour shift, it's 24 hours, okay? It's like if they wake up at 3 in the morning, bam, you got to get up at 3 in the morning and take care of that business. So I'm just happy that that's over. Okay. And so everyone, Donnell is also going to be doing Sunday and Wednesdays. And she's going to be going live at 7:30. And she's going to be live tonight at 7:30 as well. So go and check her out. Please go and check her out. And because it's going to be her first time going live. So if you can go and check her out and just so give her some support for her first time going live, please, so you can it's hard. It's difficult when you first go live. It really is. So just go and show her some love and make her feel comfortable and welcome, you know, because she about to what? Pop that cherry of going live. So go over there. Go over there. But you're welcome. You're welcome. And Miss Yo Yo gonna be live too. So I know Miss Yo Yo said she's gonna be going live, I believe around 8 o'clock. So you know, check those ladies out. Check them out, please. I'll be all over the place with these phones. I'll be everywhere. But it's something I'm trying to remember that I don't remember that I was trying to tell you about the lives that I was the other live. But once I figured out, but I know for sure that Saturday and Sunday, and then Wednesday. If I do the Wednesdays, it will be Scandal. Or I might just do other TV shows live. I don't know if I will, but I do know that y'all don't know this about me. I love the Housewives. That's one of my guilty pleasures. Is the Housewives. My favorite one, the Atlanta Housewives. I haven't watched them in a while. I haven't watched them in about, haven't watched them actually. It's been a few episodes. I haven't watched them in but so I decided not to do any reviews on them because I just get so into it that I probably wouldn't have even done a good review. Who knows? But I've been waiting on the Real Housewives of Potomac, so I was like, I might do one. You laughing at me? Don't laugh at me too. I might do one on them, the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm not sure yet, and if I do, I don't know if I'll do it alive or not. It might more be so videos for them, and so yeah, that's what I have going on right now. And y'all would never believe it, but the cat is over here asleep. Um, it's like she just every time I go live, it's like she want to be in here. I'm I'm trying to figure out, does she think she part of the live? Like, is she? She said she part of the live. She come in here and listen. Every time I go live, the cat come in here and go to sleep. I kid you not, she be in here, and I'm like, why does she keep coming in here and then go to sleep while I'm live? What is this? I I am sick of her. I am sick of her. What y'all doing? What are you? Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I didn't really have anything to talk about when I first went live. So what I'm gonna tell you is don't do like I did. When I the very first time that I went live, and so three ladies came in. It was Living Out Loud with Mo, Tamika by Nature, and Jess Shalafonte. And so and I was always like in their lives on their videos and stuff like that. And when they came in, I got so nervous, and I told the three ladies, um, I was just trying to test this out to see if I could do it, which I was, but my intention was to stay live. I didn't have a topic, and I was like so nervous that other people would come in besides them, and I got off in 5 minutes. Okay, it's on there. It's on there, and because they real nice ladies, it wasn't that they weren't nice ladies or any of that. It was just I got nervous and I got off. So don't do that when you get on, okay, Donnell? You are gonna be just fine. We're gonna be there, rooting you on, and just talk about whatever you talk about. Okay, you'll be fine. Talk about whatever you're gonna talk about. And when I actually went live and stayed live, it was after I met Tony Hendricks Green. You know Tony. So when we met, and she was a big help, and she was like, "We're gonna be there. I'm gonna stay in there with you. Don't worry about it." And I went live. I have no idea. I didn't have a topic, and I just talked. I just talked. And she said, don't worry about it. As time comes along, you'll get better. Things will get better. So don't worry about it. You will get there. Just do what you have to do to get where you need to be, okay? And then you laughing at me too, Coco. What are you laughing at, Coco? I'm not sure. I don't think I said something funny. I probably said something crazy, knowing me. So yeah. Do y'all know if anyone else is live now? Is anybody live? Let me see. Because I'm about to get off. And or if some thing. I said if someone on here want to go live, and well, we only have four, but four is better than, well, I guess I don't know if four is a good raid. So that's I don't know. That's not a good raid for somebody, four people, but it might be. Sure, I'll bring them a four people raid. Hey, but you know, hey, sexy monkey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Where you been? Oh, okay. He said once you get okay, you'll be fine once you get stream. I had to ask somebody how to figure out StreamYard. I had to call actually just because I forgot how to drop the link. I hadn't did it in a while. I had to actually just call T, and she helped me um to remember how to drop the link. So don't ever think that you're alone. Okay. Oh, you said mukbang and things is live. Okay. So we can go over there and give her a raid because I'm actually going to get off. If someone could, if one of the moderators could drop mukbang and things link for me, I would appreciate it. If one of the mods would drop her link. Trying to see if I can find it. Well, I'm sure I have it. I got to go into the live again. Yeah, I'm still doing stuff with my phone. And so that's one of the issues I have with myself over here is I know how to do mostly everything with the phone. When I'm on a computer, I am not doing well at all. But I'm figuring it out. Okay. So I think T gonna drop the link. All right. So everyone, let's go to Mukbang and Things live and say V Scott Raid. I want to say thank you all for coming. Be blessed and have a great one. Mwah.